What is up? Welcome. So in this video, I want to talk a little bit about a place where a lot of people get stuck when it comes to creating content either on YouTube or for your website or for both. So if you're like a solopreneur or a small business owner and you feel a little stuck on topics to create content for, to drive more leads and sales and help more people out ultimately, then hopefully by the end of this video, you'll walk away with like concrete action steps that you can take. And towards the end, I'll also share some channels that are doing what I'm going to explain in this video, which is the concept of topic or keyword blanketing. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Joey Augustine. I've been a web developer for over 14 years, working on websites of all kinds of businesses. In that time, I've learned a lot about marketing, SEO, all that good stuff. And I'm also plowing my own path, if you will, here on YouTube. So I'm sharing everything I learn about YouTube and website marketing here on this channel. So a lot of people like to talk about niches. A niche isn't necessarily just like, 30-year-old mothers, because every 30-year-old mother is probably going to have different struggles in their life depending on their circumstances, their experiences, whatever it is that they're struggling with. So if you're a solopreneur or small business owner and you're wondering what to make content on, and people are like, well, you need to find your niche, that doesn't really help you. How do you make content then? What is it that you make content on? What topics do you choose? So I think what it comes down to is finding those things that people are struggling with and breaking it down into almost like nouns and verbs. Those nouns are going to be the topics and keywords of subject matter areas that you can help people with that you have knowledge on. So for me, for example, I can help people with websites. So website is a noun and a topic area that I'm probably going to include in almost all of my, titles to my YouTube videos, along with blog posts on my blog. So then what I need to do is find out what are people struggling with in this topic area. And those can be really specific topic areas. Maybe someone is struggling with their website navigation, right? They don't know what to put in their navigation. Well, that's a topic area I could make a video on. Struggling to know what to put into your navigation, follow these 3 steps, right? That now becomes a video that I can record, that I can help guide people through if they're struggling with that. And that's just one topic area related to that main keyword topic that I'm talking about. There's a million different things related to a website that I could help people with, that I've had experience with, that I have knowledge in. So that's really the key fundamental in if you're struggling with what to create content on. Think of those nouns, those subject matter areas that you have strong knowledge in. And it doesn't matter if you're a local service provider, if you're a solopreneur, it doesn't really matter. You need to connect to those nouns, because if you think about YouTube or Google search and an algorithm and what an algorithm really is. So think of it this way. If you were a physical therapist and you're an expert on shoulder pain, shoulder exercises, how to stretch your shoulders in the morning, how to get more flexible shoulders, and you make 10, 20, 30 videos that contain that topic keyword of shoulders, and you help all sorts of people with shoulder pain and post-shoulder surgery recovery and all that sort of stuff. Think about not only how often you're going to pop up in the immediate search, but if somebody is looking at a video that's tangentially related, how often you would show up in the suggested search. And so really, if you're struggling with content creation and you don't know where to start with those nouns, start with those subject matter topics, and begin creating content that can help people in one specific area of that subject matter. At the beginning of the video, I promised you 2 things. One, I want you to walk away with concrete, actionable steps that you can take to begin coming up with these title and keyword ideas, to begin creating videos on and subject matters that you can help your audience with. So we're going to do that at the end of this video. But right now, I'm going to go to my computer and show you some YouTube channels that also have websites that they direct traffic to that are taking this approach, and just how effective it can be, become seen as an expert and begin to build that trust and authority in that topic area. So here are some channels that are doing exactly the thing that I'm talking about, which is keyword blanketing or topic coverage. So here is Alexis Saranoia. She does YouTube videos on helping new YouTubers get started. And what can you see in all of her titles? YouTube, new YouTuber, new YouTuber, how YouTube has changed my life, YouTube strategy, new YouTuber, etc., etc. So you get the idea. Now, it's not necessarily that all of their videos always have those keywords, but a lot of them do. So let's move on to the next one. This is Michael Hoffman. And guess what he does? He helps people with vending machine businesses. And what do you see in all of his titles? Vending machine business, how to start a vending machine business, how to buy vending machines, trying vending machine locations, over and over again, right? What you'll also notice with both of these creators is they have links to their websites in their description, right? Link to his website where he has some vending machine training. This is Dan B. Shin. She does training for web designers so they can start their own business. And what does she have in all of her video titles? Web design process, web design clients, web design packages, marketing plan for web design businesses, over and over again, right? Helping people create a web design business. Follows. And obviously she's a yoga instructor. So in all of her videos, what does she have? Even though they're focusing on different things, different types of yoga, there's yoga in every single one of these video titles, right? Pretty straightforward. Next up, this is a Rainbow Plant Life, and this is Nisha. Also, I should mention Charlie, linked to her website. Rainbow Plant Life, linked to the website, and a whole bunch of stuff related to vegan and different cooking terms that are also tangentially related to vegan cooking, like beans and quinoa, but also meal prep. But just a lot of stuff related to vegan cooking and different types of recipes and all that good stuff. So actionable steps. Here's how you can use something like ChatGPT or your favorite AI tool to come up with ideas. All right, so I just came up with a really simple prompt of give me a list of 100 keywords related to the main topic of websites. But then I got a little more specific. So for example, I say, I would like for the topics and keywords to be aimed at things non-technical users would be searching for when they are looking for help with their website, whether they are a small business owner or a solopreneur. So now I could hone in on any one of these subtopic areas. So for example, content and copywriting. I could simply copy these. So I just copied and pasted those, and I said, given the following list of keywords, and I listed the ones out that I just sort of grabbed from this list. And again, you can come up with, take more time to come up with your own list. I'm just doing this really quick for this video, but help me come up with 20 YouTube video ideas that help users with questions and difficulties they have on these topics. Please be sure to include the word website in each title as well. So just like that, what to write in your website homepage without sounding generic, how to write an about page that builds trust on your website, etc., all the way down. And this is going to be really easy to let the algorithm know what sort of topics your YouTube channel is about, right? And also create videos that are really helpful for people on topics that they're looking for help with. And this is one of the biggest powers I personally think of AI is really idea generation. So you can rework this, come up with different methods for coming up with video titles and ideas. But again, sticking to those keywords and topics so that you can become known and trusted in a certain space that you're, if not an expert in, you're learning about, right? That's another way to go with this. Even if you're just learning about a topic, share the things that you learn and create, videos on those topics that you're learning about. So hopefully this video is helpful. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.